everyone to please stand up and focus all our attention and petitions to Almighty God. As City Homes Assistant Vice President for Business Development, Mr. Spike Ching, lead us for our Thanksgiving prayer.
Let us all put ourselves in the most holy presence of our Lord. Father, Lord, you are really, truly so great, magnanimous, gracious, really merciful to us all. You have blessed us with this glorious weather today. Thank you very much, Lord. You have given us the time of old friends, of new friends, of the VIPs seated with us, the broker sales force that have joined us, our industrial partners. Thank you, Lord, that you have made it serendipitous that we are all available here today to celebrate a truly momentous occasion. Lord, we ask that you bless us, you bless this event, you bless this day. We ask that may this be a beginning, hopefully, of our people starting to live sustainably, green, partake in the lifestyle that is truly renewable. Lord, tulungan niyo po kami, tulungan niyo po ang aming sales force, ang aming mga buyers, buksan niyo po ang aming mga kalooban at ang aming mga isip para po ma-appreciate po talaga namin, Lord, ang benefits ng aming binibless na house model ngayon dito po sa Leora Homes Naik, Lord. Sana po lahat po ng ating mga kababayan matamasa po nila yung advantages, yung benefits po na mamuhay po sa isang sustainable na bahay, sa isang sustainable po na community. Lord, sana po gawin nating lahat ang aming mga part para po sa kalikasan. Maibalik po namin lahat ng gloria po sa inyo, O Lord. Sana po you take this simple offering of ours, the work of our hands. Sana po it is acceptable to you, and sana po it really truly glorifies your name all the more, Lord. Thank you so much, Lord. Once again, we lift all ourselves, our intentions, our hearts up to you, O Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Kindly remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang binirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa gagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo babaw, ay hinagang tula, kawit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawag mo'y tagumpay na nagtitingin, ang ituwin at araw niya, kailan ang ay magtitingin, lumalang araw ng warhabit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo, ang ligaya na partay mga aking, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
You may now find your place and take your seats. A very sunny and warm morning to everyone! Pwede po bang kumaway-kaway, especially po yung mga nasa tents natin? When I arrived here, I already noticed, na if I just must share this observation, grabe yung energy and excitement. Okay? I believe I saw some of them who act like bloggers. This is really a very special occasion. My name is Edric Fabia, and just like many of you here, I am very much delighted and honored and privileged that we will be gracing this occasion because we will be witnessing one milestone of a trailblazing, innovative company in the real estate industry, no less than My City Homes. A big hand please for the officers and men of My City Homes. Truly, it is a significant day because it is the premier showing and model house blessing of the newest project of My City Homes, Leora Homes Naik. And to welcome you today are the officers and staff of City Homes Builder and Development Incorporated. First, let me acknowledge the epitome of the company's mantra, building from the heart. A very warm welcome to the President of City Homes Builders and Development Incorporated, Ms. Rosie Chai. And of course, one of the strong pillars of the company whose passion and dedication has spearheaded a number of innovations both in products and system developments. Friends, a big round of applause to the debonair Executive Vice President of City Homes Builder and Development Incorporated, Mr. John Philip Wang. Also with us today is another Director of City Homes, Ms. Faye Arian Duong. We are also equally blessed to have with us an A-list of very important guests. Let us give a very warm applause sa ama ng bayan ng Naik, Cavite, the Honorable Mayor Junio Dualan. Magandang umaga po, Mayor. A very warm applause too to the Mayor-elect of the Municipality of Naik, Rafi Dualan. If I may just commend you both, public service is truly in your bloodline, sirs. Congratulations and thank you. Joining them also are the very supportive and reliable barangay captains, Roger Camilo, sir, Larry Riman, and Romualdo Reyes. We hope that you can visit us and our projects as often as possible, dear captains. Aside from the local executives, you are truly grateful that we have with us some key officials from the various national government offices and agencies, which are very much related to the housing sector. Starting with the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, we have with us the Honorable Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario. Thank you, sir. From the same department, let us welcome to Undersecretary for Human Settlements and Urban Development, Bureaus and Regional Operations, Attorney Marilyn Pintor. And the OIC Director of the Housing and Real Estate Development Regulatory Bureau, Attorney Angelito Aguila. Let's move now on another equally important government agency. Friends and colleagues, let us give a round of applause to Honorable Attorney Agnes De Vanadera, Chairperson of the Energy Regulatory Commission. Welcome, ma'am. We also have from the municipality admin of Naik, Captain Roselito Senya. One of the prime movers in the housing industry. A warm welcome to Mr. Ahmad Rizaldi Moti. He is the Chief Executive Officer of the Home Development Mutual Fund, or popularly known as Pag-ibig. Thank you, sir, for coming. I believe the housing industry and our guest sellers here are eagerly waiting for a number of exciting information under the Pag-ibig Loan Program. Also from Pag-ibig Fund, we have Ms. Marilyn Acosta, the Deputy CEO, Home Lending Operations Cluster. Another very reliable partner of the housing sector is the Board of Investments or BOI, represented today by Ms. Maria Corazon Halili Dichosa, the Executive Director, Industry Development Group. Now, from our government partners, we move to our friends and business partners from the private sector. The next important guest is no stranger to me because it so happens that he is one of my mentors in the real estate industry. A warm of applause to the very dynamic chairman of the Organization of Socialized and Economic Housing Developers of the Philippines, Inc., or OSHDP, Mr. Marcelino Mars Mendoza. Good to see you, sir. We also have the President and Chief Executive Officer of Imperial Homes Group of Companies, Ms. Emma Imperial. Her company is considered as the Philippines' first property technology developer. Part of her illustrious credentials too is her being the founder and chairperson of PropTech Consortium of the Philippines. Good morning, ma'am. Just a little trivia about PropTech Consortium of the Philippines. It is a non-profit organization uniting developers, designers, suppliers, brokers, users, policymakers, and capital markets to create sustainable, resilient, and inclusive communities through the empowering scalability of technology. Wow! This is really a big congregation of various stakeholders for the housing industry. Congratulations and wishing you all the best in your advocacies. Any growing company has its pillars of success. And one of those is its team of professional and goal-driven sellers. Palakpak naman po dyan. And in that regard, we are very happy that we have with us the Vice Chairperson of the National Real Estate Association or NREA, Ms. Imelda Magtoto. We are also very pleased that we have with us the Chief Executive Officer of the Philippine Green Building Council, PhilGBC, Mr. Christopher De La Cruz, whom I believe, sir, will be making a very important announcement later. Okay. Nagnanad po siya sa akin. Thank you, sir. And now, for our distinguished green building partners, a well-known brand in home finishings and a long-time business partner. Friends, let's give a warm welcome to the President of the World Home Depot, Mr. Willard Kenneth Po. In the renewable energy resources industry, our next guest is indeed a Goliath. A warm round of applause to Mr. Joseph Teodoro Pascual, President of Solar Energy. As a motivational speaker, I'm inspired with their company's mantra, may liwanag ang buhay. Friends and colleagues, a big hand for Ms. Margarita David, Central Head of Meralco. His company is one of the leading advocates in terms of environmental protection and sustainability through green buildings and homes. A warm welcome to Mr. Roberto Javier, the Vice President for Sales Commercial Distribution Segment of CEMEX. Our next guest is from a major manufacturing company of engineered polyethylene products which are used mainly for water and wastewater sectors. Friends, let's welcome Mr. Benny Tham Sr., Sales Manager from Weda Philippines Incorporated. Let me also acknowledge and give our warmest gratitude to our friends and business partners, the officers and staff from Home Development Mutual Fund, from the Board of Investments, from PhilGBC, from NREA Metro Tagaytay, from Rebap Cavite. Also, we would like to acknowledge our bank partners from Bank of the Philippine Islands, China Bank Savings, Land Bank of the Philippines, Robinsons Bank, RCBC, Sterling Bank of Asia, and UCPB. Ang pakiramdam ko tuloy ngayon, aagos ang napakaraming loan agreement approvals natin. Am I correct? I'm looking at the finance head here. Thank you for coming, our dear bank partners. Also, our gratitude to the officers from the World Home Depot, Weda Philippines Incorporated, Meralco, Solar Energy Philippines Incorporated, and Cemex. We also with us a very special guest, Architect Christian Salandanan of Sangay Architects. Nasaan po si Architect, sir? Well, yung po kanilang grupo is known for the iconic Polo Pavilion. If we recall, no, the 2019 SEA Games, which was the prize winner of the 4th Asian Design Contest. Architect Salandanan is a highly sought-after proponent for bamboo construction and green development, known as the green alternative for architecture. So bigatin po mga guests natin talaga ngayon. Also, we would like to acknowledge our media friends from Philippine Daily Inquirer. Also, we would like to acknowledge our partners from 727, Oslocus, OG Pablo, Black Gear, Basic Water Enterprises, PropTech Consortium PH, and of course, our accredited real estate brokers and salespersons. Nakangina pa lang, napakaaga, 8 a.m. pa lang, they are really delivering the energy enthusiasm. Again, a big round of applause to all our accredited brokers and sellers. Yan ang magdadala ng milyong-milyong benta sa atin. Tama ba? So marami pong salamat for spending your Saturday with us. So, after we have listed down a number of very important guests, we move to a highlight for today's event. So at this point, may I invite on stage, okay, Sir John Philip Wang, the Executive Vice President of City Homes Builder and Development Incorporated, to give us a quick rundown of the salient features of Leora Homes Naik. Sir John, please.
Okay lang ba sa inyo lahat na tanggalin ko na yung mask ko? Okay lang ha? Alright. Bakuna naman tayo lahat naman, no? I've been waiting for this day for 1.5 years. Mga binibini, ginang at Ginoo, it is my pride and my privilege to present to you all Leora Homes Naik. Thank you. This project was designed by the gentlemen and women of our production division, but it was brought to you here today by teamwork, a lot of it. There was so much teamwork that was needed to bring Leora Homes Naik to life. Mas sulit para sa oras natin, bagitin na lang na yung mga hindi involved. Pero wag naman natin gawin yon. Now we have very special friends and guests among us today who deserve another round of personal greeting from us. one by one. Honorable Mayor June Dualan, Honorable Mayor-elect Rafi Dualan, Honorable Barangay Captains Roger Camilo, Larry Riman, Romel Reyes, and Chief Admin, no? Senyores, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtanggap sa aming munting tropa dito sa inyong bayan na Kanais, Naik. Pinapangarap po namin na lahat ng mamamayan na makikitira dito ay makikiisa sa kaunlaran na inyong dakilang bayan. We have with us very good friends from Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Honorable Secretary Eduardo De Rosario, OIC Angel Aguila, USEC Lynn Pintor. General, we ask that you would accept this project of ours as our company's salute to your first secretaryship of the good department. Thank you, sir, for all the good work that we've done together to help our industry grow and get strong. Next, we have Chairwoman, Honorable Chairwoman from ERC, Ma'am Agnes de Veradera. Madam, good morning po sa inyo. It's very nice to meet you po. More power to you, ma'am. Solar power. We have with us our good friends from Home Development Mutual Fund, Boss Ahmad, CEO, Deputy CEO, Ma'am Malin, and your officers and aides de camp. Madam, sir, salamat po sa inyong pagpunta. Magpapa-praise na po tayo ng pantuto. Nakayabang na po. Pa? CEO man. Yes. All right. Next, we have with us a very good friend to the company, Board of Investments Executive Director, Madam Cory Halili Dichosa. Madam, we wish to thank you for all the good work of the Board of Investments in helping our housing industry keep low-cost housing low-cost indeed. We have from Philippine Green Building Council, CEO Christopher De La Cruz, his brother Chester De La Cruz, and their officers and staff, Ms. Rowena. It's been a great 8 months working together. This is our first project. It will not be our last. We will have many more together. Okay? Now we have some housing orgs here with us today. First up, very good friend of ours, Chairman Mars Mendoza, Tito Mars. Morning po. Representing Sheda, Mrs. Emma Imperial of Imperial Homes. Madam, I first saw you in person in 2015. It was an event of IFC. That's where I met Joe Pascual and his team from Solar Energy. You were the inspiration, ma'am, for City Homes to engage in such projects. We salute you. But we find that you might be lonely at your solar-powered party. So I hope that you don't mind we invited ourselves to join you. No? From Enria, good morning po. Chairwoman, Imelda May Magtoto, pero actually mas good noon na po. Good morning po dapat yung bati sa inyo when you left your home, ang layo po ng pinanggalingan ninyo. We have Chairman Miko Abella. I think he's on his way. He's from the Organization of Property Stakeholders. He's coming in with, I think, Boss Willard Po of Conwood. Now, to our industrial partners. First, Solar Energy. Mr. Joseph Pascual, Mr. Romeo Cocueco, their brother Philo Cocueco, and also our friend Mike Consenheim. He's still recharging his batteries abroad, no? All right. We have from Weda, Philippines, Boss Benny Tam and Miss Camille Ocampo. Marami ang orders natin. Boss Benny. We have, not yet here yata, no? Meralco? Not yet? Okay. They're on their way. From Meralco Developers Journey Program, we will acknowledge Ms. Maita David, Central Area Head, Ricky Martinez, Malate and Pasay Business Center Head, Mr. Wilvin Lee and Chief Renzi Robles of Rosario Business Center. They are the ones that power not just this project, pati lahat ng mga bahay natin. No? And my good friends also on their way from CEMEX, Mr. Boogie Javier, Ms. Angie Enriquez, and all of their team. With Cemex, para ma-share ko lang sa inyo, we have been working with them for 16 years already. 16 years we've been working for Cemex. So they're not just friends of the company, they are also friends to me. We have, wala pa, Engineer Julius Carino, Black Gear? Wala pa. Dumating na? Di pa. All right. Our contractors, our partners who made this field dry and clean. First up, Boss Rod de Guzman and Engineer Reza Maniego, 727 Construction. Mr. Nico Maltos, Oslocos, who built the model house. Ilan days, Sir Boyet? 90? 90 days. And Mr. Oji Pablo, when you head out later after the event, look to your right, please. That's the sales center. We'll be blessing that, I think, next month. No? We have our banks here. Raise your hand, stand up to be recognized na lang. Land Bank, Ms. Ruth. RCBC, Ms. Jenny. Robinson's Bank. Wala pa yata. Redford and Randall. Dito? Are they? Okay. BPI, Ms. Rochelle. Sterling Bank. Dami kong kode ko eh. Sensya na kayo. Maraming kailangan i-greet. CBS and UCPB. Our media partner, Philippine Daily Inquirer, and of course, the PropTech. Now, Salesforce, brokers, managers, agents, magparinig naman kayo. Last year, tinanong nyo sa amin, kailan ba yung next project? Sinabi ko, antay-antay lang. Boss Nilo, no? Ma'am Silvia, Miss Weng, Tito Rod. At the beginning of this year, tinanong nyo ulit, kailan na naman yung bagong project nyo? Miss Eve, Miss Miriam, Miss Marisol. Antay-antay pa. Ngayon, I will do this. Ikutin nyo naman mamaya. Pag tour nyo mamaya sa bahay, makita nyo, umikot kayo sa likod. Makita nyo may 2 tangke. Pag lumayo pa kayo, makita nyo may solar panel sa ibabaw. Yun ang anti-gastos. Nakita nyo yung mga bintana na ito, pinakamalaki na nating bintana sa buong historya ng kumpanya, sa lahat ng model. Nakita nyo may screen, pati dito sa mga pinto, may screen. Yun ang anti-dengue. Lahat ng mga bintana natin, makita nyo may grills. Yun ang anti-nakaw. Pagpasok nyo mamaya, makita nyo, pag akyat nyo sa second floor, hindi yan kahoy. Conwood yan. Yun ang anti-anay at anti-dengue, ay anti-sunog. I looked it up, is about 4.8 kilometers, 3 miles. 3 miles, the earth will curve. Halos magka-curve na yung 80 swimming pools na yan. Do you know Michael Phelps? Kilala nyo? Yung Olympic swimmer na 8 gold medals in 1 Olympics. If Michael Phelps had to swim 80 are the 500-liter freshwater storage tanks, also by partner Weda Philippines. And taking from Ma'am Emma, who taught us in 2015, POSI, twin flush water closet para mas lalong tipid ang gamit ng tubig sa bahay. No? The cost savings for buyers, brokers, managers, agents, 35% cost savings per household sa tubig. Okay? Upon completion, this Leora Homes Nike of ours will be the biggest residential rainwater harvesting facility in the country. Okay ba? Okay ba sa inyo? All right. Other environmental preservation measures. Cemex Vertua. Okay, good you're here. Tama. Did I read correct? 40% less carbon dioxide emissions of the Cemex Vertua. And they've been partners with us. All of these houses will use Cemex Vertua, Boogie. Boogie, let's go bring home that Premio Obras trophy for the Philippines. No? Okay. From Conwood composite threads, anti-termite, anti-sunog, no warping, no deformation. Because we use Conwood sa project, we will save 1,345 forest-grade trees from having to be cut down. Those trees can produce as much as 7,000 na 50-pound oxygen tanks every single year. 7,000 na tanks, siguro itong buong area natin na ito, kulang pa. No? From Partners Weda again, when we go over here mamaya sa tour, you see yung itim na bilog na yon na may kalahati. That's the 4-chamber septic tank. Mr. Mayor, commitment po ng kumpanya, ang effluent discharge po, babawas po siya. 4-chamber po na septic tank ang gagamitin natin, boss. No? In addition, aside from the 4-chamber septic tank per house, the company will also be building 4-chamber outfall filtration boxes with high-volume bypass for tag-ulan. So, our effort to keep our waterways clean starts here in Naik. No? As regards PhilGBC, Mr. Christopher, Leora Homes Naik, through our company, was one of only 4 developers that helped PhilGBC co-author their Berde Districts program. No? Security features. Okay, para sa buyers natin, security features natin. Construction method, poste biga, pero hindi yung malambot na hollow blocks, load-bearing na blocks ang gagamitin natin. No? Lahat ng rear door, alam nyo na, lahat ng rear door natin ay bakal. Hindi kahoy. Para kapag sinipa, hindi masisira yung pinto, masisira yung paa. No? Both front and main doors, you can see, they will have double dead bolts on front and back doors for added security. Double dead bolts, ibig sabihin, susi sa labas, susi pati sa loob. Window grills sa lahat ng bintana. No? Ground floor and second floor. Creature comforts. Please come to the model house later and you will see sa vents, if you look up, hindi ho yero makikita nyo. Nilagyan natin ng astrofoil. Astrofoil can reduce temperature by 1 to 2 degrees and reflect 95% radiant heat. Do you see these lanes dito? Here. Ito at saka yung mga ito. Mr. Mayor, our commitment to active lifestyle, Mr. Christopher, no? Leora Homes Naik has 3,500 meters of dedicated bicycle lanes, no lane dieting. Ibig sabihin, hindi ho natin pinintura ang lane na para sa kotse. Ang kotse, dalawa pa rin papasok. Even our collector roads. We had to make our collector roads 11 meters instead of 10 meters. Natuwa si Boss Rod de Guzman. Mas maraming konkreto bubuhusan. But this is for our homeowners, para hindi maaksidente. Delikado ho magbisikleta. No? This event reminds me of one from 10 years ago. 10 years ago, the company went back to the basic starter family home with our project Amaris Homes in Molino, Bacoor, Cavite. No? Sir Boyd and I went on the field, no? And we made a pact to each other that we will bring as many firsts to our local sector dito in Cavite, low-cost housing. For Amaris Homes Molino, we put our first ever covered court. That was 10 years ago. 10 years later, meron akong tanong kay Mr. Mayor. Boss, Mr. Mayor, boss, matanong lang po, boss, meron po bang ditong subdivision sa Naik na air condition po yung clubhouse o sa inyong kaalaman? Wala pa po. Boss, meron na po ngayon. Leora Homes Naik will have an air-conditioned clubhouse. Air-conditioned po yung clubhouse natin dito, boss. Right? Not only that, following from yung Sabela Village na project ng kumpanya in General Trias, we have committed, I think the number is Architect Brett, tama ba? Mga 500? 500. We will be allocating 500 community garden plots for homeowners' use. This is farm to plot to table, no? Huling hirit pa, Leora Homes Naik, sorry to our friends in Meralco, we will be providing, do you see those? And those there. And those there, here above you. The entire project will be powered by solar streetlights. No more Meralco streetlights, Mr. Christopher. Our commitment to green project, no? So if we look around each other now, we are all part of this project now. This project, as of this date, biggest residential rooftop solar farm in Southeast Asia, biggest residential rainwater catchment facility in the Philippines. Secretary, will you claim it? Will we claim it? Boss Mayor, Chief Admin, CEO Christopher, will we claim it? Paring Bugi, shall we claim it? Will we claim it? Biggest residential rooftop solar farm in the country and Southeast Asia, biggest rainwater harvest facility, residential in the country. Let's claim it. Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who we are. This is what we do. We continue to push the envelope of what housing projects can be. We are all at the doorstep of making history for our country through this project. We're all part of it now. Let's work together. Let's make up this project a great success. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Magandang umaga po.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Sir Jan. That was a very informative product presentation. If you notice, guys, especially our sellers, hindi sa nag-stay dito sa tent. And while Sir Jan is explaining the details, I hope you take down notes. All of those are key advantages dun pa lang. My dear sellers, hindi mo pa binabanggit ang presyo. Sold na ang clients natin. So as I have to reiterate, let's claim what Sir Jan has mentioned. Thank you, Sir Jan. Moving on to another highlight of today's event, we'll call on stage Mr. Christopher De La Cruz, Chief Executive Officer of PhilGBC, for a very important announcement, the awarding of the Verde Certificate. And for everyone's information, Verde for Districts is a green building rating system from the Philippine Green Building Council, or PhilGBC. PhilGBC is the local chapter of the World Green Building Council, an umbrella organization of over 70 GBCs from around the globe. PhilGBC makes an independent audit based on a set of criteria which determines how green a real estate development is. PhilGBC has invited My City Homes to be one, take note of only 4 real estate developers into their pilot program for Verde Districts, a rating system for horizontal development. So to tell us more about the results of the audit for Leora Homes Naik and PhilGBC, again, let's hear it from Mr. Christopher De La Cruz, Chief Executive Officer of the Philippine Green Building Council.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Before I would make the announcement, I would like to share to you some of the current efforts of the Philippine Green Building Council. In the past 15 years, the Green Building Council, a coalition of public and private sector leaders, who's committed to the development of green buildings in the country, has been working on the development and implementation of a green building rating system in conformance with international practices for rating projects. Our rating tool, the Building Ecologically Responsive Design Excellence, or BERDE, is a rating tool that is specifically designed for the local context. We keep in mind local practices, our conditions, and our local regulations. Now, as we had this experience in certifying commercial and residential projects in the past, we have moved on expanding the certification portfolio to include larger developments, which are districts, campuses, and communities. We are pleased to announce to you that last year, as we are developing the rating tool, City Homes has agreed to work with us in the development of the rating scheme. The way the GBC works is we don't just write the scheme and it posts it upon our partners in industry, the standards that we wish them to do. Before we fully publish these schemes, what we do is we look for forward-thinking companies or developers to work with us, because we would like to get real-life experience and leverage on the expertise and insight of our market leaders. City Homes, as we work with them, we've learned about the practices in the development sector, the challenges you all share, and the little wins that we would like to announce and share to the rest of the industry. With that, we are pleased to announce to you that City Homes, through the Leora project, they have gathered 3 stars, and Leora being the first of the communities to undergo certification. Leora is the first green building certified district in the country. That is already official. Leora is the first 3-star certified, and in your development bracket, Leora is also the first project to get certified under Verde. So Mario, would you please share to me the certificate? We would like to call upon the project team, the owner of Leora, representing the project, Ms. Rosie Chai, to receive the certificate. And before I'd like to share this to Rosie, allow me to read to you the contents of the certificate. The Philippine Green Building Council certifies that Leora Homes Naik has completed the Verde Stage 1 certification on the 30th of May, 2022, and has been rated 3 stars under the rating scheme Verde for districts. Given this the certificate is valid for 5 years. And also, I would like to invite in front the chair of the Verde Committee, Ms. Rowena Ramos, to award the certificate to the representatives of the Leora Homes project. So on behalf of the council, ma'am, thank you very much and congratulations po.
Thank you, Bill GBC, for the birthday certificate. And again, congratulations, my City Homes. This is such a momentous event, and we want to capture every moment of it. At this point, may I request Ma'am Rosie Chai, Sir John Philip Wang, and Ms. Faye to proceed in front of the Amora Ecolab Townhomes. Ma'am Rosie, Sir John, Ms. Faye, may we request that you go in front of the Amora Ecolab Townhomes for this photo opportunity. And at the same manner, may I request to join Ma'am Rosie from the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario. Sir, please. With Undersecretary, Bureaus and Regional Operations, Attorney Marilyn Pintor, and OIC Director, Attorney Angelito Aguila. May we also request from the Energy Regulatory Commission, Honorable Chairperson, Attorney Agnes Devanadera. Ma'am, please. From the Board of Investments, Ms. Maria Corazon Halili Dichosa. And to join Sir John, may we call on from the Home Development Mutual Fund Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Ahmad Rizaldi Moti, with Deputy CEO, Home Lending Operations Cluster, Ms. Marilyn Pintor. Honorable Mayor Junio Dualan, Mayor-elect Rafi Dualan, Honorable Barangay Captain and President of the Association of Barangay Captains in Naik, Roger Camilo. Honorable Barangay Captain Romualdo Reyes. And Honorable Barangay Captain Larry Riemann. To all our other guests, you may also want to take this opportunity to bring out your phones. This is such a rare occasion that we have with us a number of very important guests, both from the government side and of course our business partners. Yeah. Yeah, may we see a thumbs up, please? Yan. Thank you. Honored guests, you may now, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, honored guests. You may now return to your seats. Ma'am Rosie and Sir John, I'll be requesting you to stay for the next batch of kagroupies. Sabi nga ng mga millennials. Thank you. So, Ma'am Rosie, Sir John, please stay. Because at this point, we'll be requesting our formidable green building partners. May we request from the Organization of Socialized and Economic Housing Developers of the Philippines, Inc., Chairman of the Board, Mr. Marcelino Mendoza. Sir, please join Ma'am Rosie and Sir John. May we also invite from Imperial Group of Companies, Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Emma Imperial. From PropTech Consortium Philippines Executive Director, Ms. AJ Rosero. Then from the National Real Estate Association, the Vice Chairperson, Ms. Imelda Magtoto. Okay, may we request now, again, Sir Mars Mendoza, Ms. Emma Imperial, Ms. AJ Rosero, Ms. Imelda Magtoto. May we also invite Solar Energy Philippines President, Mr. Joseph Teodoro Pascual, the World Home Depot President, Mr. Williard Kenneth Po, Business Development Manager, Ms. Maisylene Po Villavicencio, and Director, Ms. Audrey Bell Po. Also from WADA Philippines, may we call on Sales Manager, Mr. Benny Tam Sr., and Assistant Marketing Manager, Ms. Camille Ocampo. Also, may we invite CEMEX Vice President for Sales, Commercial Distribution Segment, Mr. Roberto Javier. It's truly a rare occasion that our green building partners are together, so capture this moment. Yeah. You can also have a little video. Yan. Okay, thumbs up everyone. Wave. Thank you, thank you. So pictures can really paint hundreds of memories. Thank you everyone. Kindly settle down as we witness another important segment of today's program, which is the blessing of the model house. So ladies and gentlemen, another name will take the center stage, and she is Amora Ecolab Townhomes, the model house of Leora Homes, Naik. Again, may we request Ma'am Rosie, Sir John, and Miss Faye to join Father Jesus Jes Nasinopa for the blessing of the model house. So Ma'am Rosie, Sir John, Miss Faye, just a friendly reminder, the house model viewing will be open at the latter part of the program. So let us all remain seated in our respective places as we witness this ceremony from our vantage point. Thank you.
Magsitayo po tayong lahat. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo, maghari nawa ang kapayapaan sa mga tahanang ito at sa lahat ng mga naninirahan dito. Ang mabuting balita ng Panginoon ayon kay San Lucas. Puri sa iyo, Panginoon. Pagpasok ninyo sa limang bahay, sabihin mo na ninyo, maghari nawa ang kapayapaan sa bahay na ito. Kung maibigin sa kapayapaan ang nakatira roon, sa kanila ang kapayapaan, ngunit kung hindi, hindi sila magkakamit nito. Manatili kayo sa bahay ng inyong tinutuluyan, kanin ninyo at inumin ang may dulot nila sa inyo sapagkat ang manggagawa ay may karapatang tumanggap ng kanyang upa. Huwag kayong magpalipat-lipat ng bahay. Kapag tinanggap kayo sa limang bayan, kanin ninyo anumang hihain sa inyo, pagalingin ninyo ang may sakit doon at sabihin sa bayan, nalalapit na ang paghahari ng Diyos sa inyo. Mga kapatid, ang mabuting balita ng Panginoon. Pinupuri ka namin, Panginoong Heso Kristo. Manalangin tayo. Manahang ka, Panginoong Heso Kristo, sa piling ng mga nagpapasinaya sa bahay na ito at humihiling ng pagbabasbas sa iyo, upang sa paglagi rito ay kanilang madama ang iyong pagkupkup, upang sa paglabas dito ay kanilang makamit ang iyong pagtataguyod, at upang sa pagbalik dito ay kanilang mapaunlakan ang iyong pagpasok hanggang tanay sumapit sunihandang tahanan. Sa maligayang pagpisan siya sa kalangitan, Hari naming nabubuhay, kasama ng Espiritu Santo, magpasawalang hanggan. Amen. Ang banal na tubig nawang ito ay magpapaalaala ng pagkikiisa sa kamatay at pagkabuhay ni Kristo sa sakramento ng binyag. Ama namin, sumasalangit ka. Sumainyo ang Panginoon at pagpalain kayong lahat ng makapangyarihang Diyos Ama, Anak ng Espiritu Santo. Maraming salamat po. Ingat po kayo and God bless you all.
Salamat po, Father. Now for the highly anticipated ribbon cutting ceremony, may I request the key officers to join me in front as I call your names from left to right. Kindly take your respective places. So nakaharap po tayo sa audience natin. Let me start with the Board of Investment Executive Director, Industry Development Group, Maria Corazon Halili de Chiosa. Ma'am? Okay. Next would be Chairperson of the Energy Regulatory Commission, Honorable Agnes De Vanadera. Then, the City Homes Builder and Development President, Ms. Rosie Chai. Next to Ma'am Rosie would be Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Honorable Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario. Then the Home Development Mutual Fund Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Ahmad Rizaldi Moti. May we call on Meralco Central Area Head, Ms. Margarita David. Then City Homes Builder and Development Executive Vice President, Mr. John Philip Wang. To be joined by City Homes Builder and Development Director, Ms. Faye Duong. May we request also Honorable Mayor Junio Dualan. Sir Mayor, please. Then Mayor-elect Rafi Dualan. Honorable Barangay Captain Roger Camilo. Honorable Barangay Captain Romualdo Reyes. Honorable Barangay Captain Larry Riemann. The World Home Depot President Willard Kenneth Po. Solar Energy Philippines President Mr. Joseph Teodoro Pascual. WADA Philippine Sales Manager Benny Tham Sr. May we request the Vice President for Construction, Engineer Boyet, to join us. May we also invite Mr. Roddy Guzman. Okay. Okay. So the cutting of ribbon. Ready your camera, please. Ready. At the count of 3. This is such a long ribbon to cut, by the way. Huh? Yes, because we really have a lot of very important guests and we are very thankful for that. Yeah. Be ready with your cameras, team. This is such a rare occasion that we have this A-list of guests. So, at the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, the special cutting of ribbon. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Congratulations! Okay. Congratulations! Woo! Now, after the cutting of ribbon, the selected VIP guests will now have the house tour. Sir John and Ma'am Rosie will be their guide. Again, just a friendly reminder, the viewing will be at the latter date. Yan. Later po yung ating okay, we will just need to have a quick tour. Okay. May dala daw swerte kasi yung ribbon. Okay. So, may we request Sir John, Ma'am Rosie, and our selected VIP guest for a quick house tour. Okay, so at this point, Sir John, Ma'am Rosie, you need to have a house tour to our selected guest. Okay, thank you. May we request our other guests po to take their seats. Thank you. Later on, you will have the chance to view the model houses po. Thank you. So, ang una pong bibisita ay ang ating ilang VIP guests. Okay, be ready. Okay, the traditional throwing o pampaswerte. Again, at the count of 3. Oh, mga pampaswerte to. 3, 2, 1, salo! Mas maraming candy, mas maraming swerte. Ayan, may coins, may candies. Okay. Yan, get those candies, get those coins. Swerte yan, swerte. Okay. Sige. Okay. Thank you po, thank you. Okay. Kailangan hindi nyo kainin yung candy ha. Pampaswerte daw yan. Pampaswerte. Okay. Thank you now. You may now go back to your seats. Our dear sellers. Okay, balik po muna tayo. Later sa inyo yung mismong to view the model houses po. Thank you. Marami ba kayong nakuha? Marami? Wag niyong kakainin yan kasi yung swerte mawawala, ha? Okay. Okay. Wow, the excitement. May we request the sellers po, let's go back to the seats muna. Okay, let's go back to your seats. Later po, you'll have the chance to view the model houses. At this point, yung po munang select VIP guest natin. Okay. Later. Yung mga nakuha nyong candy, keep it with you. Pampaswerte yan, ha? Pampaswerte. Bawal kainin. Yung coins, lalong huwag kakainin, ha? Bawal kainin po yan. Okay? Sige. So at this point, what's happening, guys, we have our select VIP guests being toured around the model houses by knowledge done by our Executive Vice President, Sir John Philip Wang. Okay? Later po, my dear sellers, will have the chance po, no? To see. Okay? Just stay on your places. Again, on top, para dun sa information natin about the project is a 31.5 hectare property where there is 3,345 units. Wow, ganun kadami. Our model house Amora is a 44 square meter house with a minimum lot area of 50 square meters for the inner unit. While for the end unit, we have 75 square meters minimum lot area. Now, ito yung pakitandaan po natin, mga sellers, no? What would be the specifications of the model houses? First, there are provisions. Number 1, 2 bedrooms, 1 toilet and bathroom, 1 carport for inner units, 2 carport for end units. Yung susunod, I would suggest take note of this. Each house will have 1.64 kWp solar panel. Yun yung dinidiscuss kanina ni Sir Jan. 700 liters of rainwater harvest tank. Yan, kaya talagang very green technology po yung ginagamit natin dito. Aside from the 500 liters of fresh water tank, there will be individual 4-chamber septic tank, anti-dengue window and screen doors, anti-anay Cowan wood stairs, and astrofoil ceiling that reduces 1 to 2 degrees overall house temperature. Lalo na ngayon, kahit na medyo maulan na, medyo mainit pa rin. So these are some of the salient features of our model house, Amora. Okay? So dun pa lang sa mga binanggit natin, I believe, kayang-kaya ng bumenta ng mga sellers. Tama ba? Kasi all of those are first. Okay? If you are to compare with the other projects that perhaps you are aware of, lahat ng binanggit namin, they are first. So, there is now an exchanges po just to give you a blow-by-blow account what's happening inside the model house. We still have with us the very special guest, Secretary Del Rosario, Chairperson De Banadera, and other VIPs. Sir John is explaining some of the details of the house. And I'm sure after this, there will be closings done by Sir John. Mukhang mapapabili niya si Secretary Del Rosario. Yes. Okay? Later on po, my dear sellers, your chance to view the model houses sa bandang huli po. No? Kasi we know that we still need to practice yung tinatawag na social distancing. Again, just for the appreciation of everyone, the guests now are moving to the second floor. John again explaining the details. And as I can observe from my vantage point, naka-smile lahat ng guests natin. So I think closing mamaya si first closing natin coming from our VIP guest. That would be first also in the history of selling, no? Imagine yung guest natin ang unang nabentahan. Okay. After the house tour, Sir John will now lead our guest to what we call the showcase area tour, yung tungkol sa may bandang kanan ng stage natin. Okay? By which yung ating mga friend contractors have their showcase products para mas maintindihan natin ano ba yung mga binabanggit na mga anti-dengue window screen doors, astrofoil ceiling, anti-anay Conwood stairs. So may showcase area tayo dito sa may right side. Perhaps we can have some music there. Okay. Up the tempo, please, while we're waiting for the tour to end. we will find out if Sir John was successful in his trial closing to the clients. As I observed, very happy yung mga facial expressions ng ating mga guests. I believe they're very satisfied from what they saw inside the model house. My dear sellers, I hope you also take note. Kanina, nung nag-speech si EVP John, talagang lumapit sa inyo. So you know what it means, no? Kapag ka yung pinaka-boss lumalapit, it means you really have to be ready with a target. So talagang hindi siya rito nag-stay sa tent where I'm now doing my hosting. So I hope you will take account of it. So in a few minutes, what we'll be hearing would be messages from our guest. Kasi ramdam na ramdam natin, bukod sa init, ang saya. Tama po ba? Yes! And we're very thankful kasi even ang kalikasan ay nakisama para sa napakahalagang okasyon na ito. Kahapon we were checking the weather report, supposed to be uulan. Pero mukhang ang uulan ay benta! Tama ba? At alam nyo, kapag kami mga major event na ganito, yung mga dumadalo ay laging merong benta! Kaya yung mga itinago nyo po dyan, mga pieces of the ribbon, I hope ipa-frame nyo yan. Gawin yung ante-ante. Okay. Thank you very much, guest. That was the house tour. I know that there was so much excitement and happiness. Ako nga, I'm tempted na lumapit sa inyo para magkaroon ng parang one-on-one interview, but I will do it later. At this point, what I would like now to do is to invite Ma'am Rosie on stage so that she can call some of the select very important guests for their messages. Ma'am Rosie Chai? Yeah. Again, the President of City Homes Builders and Development, Ma'am Rosie Chai.
Thank you, Edric. Wow, it's a steam bath in there. Pasensya na lang, Sec Del Rosario. Wala pa tayong kuryente dito. May solar. Wala pa Meralco. I am honored and privileged to introduce our distinguished speakers for this momentous event. Our first speaker, medyo hingal ako, sorry. Our first speaker will indeed energize everybody with her passion, wit, and humor. Honorable Agnes Vicenta Salayo Torres, or VST, de Banadera, Honorable Agnes VST de Banadera, is a Filipina lawyer and politician serving as the chairperson of the Energy Regulatory Commission, or ERC, since 2017. During the Arroyo administration, she served as the Solicitor General of the Philippines from 2007 to 2010, the first woman to hold this position. She was also acting Secretary of Justice on 2 short stints. Madam Chair Agnes, now referred to as the mother of net metering, attributes this milestone to the amendment of the net metering rules, which happened under her watch. So let us all welcome Chairperson, Chief Executive Officer of the Energy Regulatory Commission, Madam Agnes de Banadera.
Thank you very much, Miss Rosie. Parang ang tagal na nating magkakilala, di ba? Well, actually, we met about 2 weeks ago. And from then on, it was a lot of emails, exchanges of emails. But on the first time that I got the invitation. And really, I congratulate Emma with passion. And look at her, with fashion. Kaya covered yan palagi ng Tatler. So, to the men and women of this organization, to our bankers, so thank you, you're here. You will make things matter to those in the construction business, and your soldiers who are the sales force. Good noon almost to all of us. You know, the net metering program is a program initiated by the Energy Regulatory Commission, and it is intended to bring RE, the renewable energy, at the household level, at the same time making them realize that as consumers, they can do something about their electricity consumption by coming up with the solar panels and, of course, being enrolled in net metering. But with this program, it will be difficult for any of the individual household owners to just come up with it because they will be thinking of, saan ako bibili ng solar panel, magpapatayo ako, naku, kaagaw ng pera ko yung solar panel, bibili pa ng 2 metro, iba yung metro ng kuryenteng papasok at iba yung metro ng kuryenteng palabas. So all these things, we try to make it easier by coming up with the rules and partnering ourselves with the distribution utilities like Meralco so that, and I'm really happy that the housing sector of the government has recognized that this should be part of the loan package so that every single citizen who'd like to buy a house can be relieved from the worries of where to buy, how to install, because the solar panel, the net metering program is already included in the package of the housing loans. So it is something that I can also be proud of, that we are part of the convergence of different government agencies and the different members of the public sector, of the private sector. And to give emphasis, in the records of the Energy Regulatory Commission, as we know, we approve all the power supply agreements entered into between the GenCo, the power plants, and the distribution utilities like Meralco. And the solar PVs actually are the least cost sources of energy. So we are in the right track. Sa mga, lalo na sa mga bankers, please continue to provide financing for this kind of efforts. Ito na po yung pinakamura, and what we can say is that there is a lot of savings from our computations based on the records and projections of the company here. This 3,345 houses will save the amount of about 2 billion annually in electricity bills. Ganun kalaki. At saan mapupunta ang savings ng bawat household? Yan ang magagamit pa sa mas mabuting pagkain, sa mas masaganang pagkain, sa mga pangangailangan katulad ng gamot, sa mga pangangailangan na magkaroon ng small business activities, yung mga benta-benta, ang online selling natin, lumalaganap ng lumalaganap. So these savings will bring the family and the households far and far and far. So it's not an ordinary, the consumer, consuming what the electricity that goes through the grid coming from Meralco. It's not just a matter of the consumer using the solar panels to produce electricity, and what they cannot use, they export to the grid of Meralco. So Ito ang magandang concept ng lagaring hapon. Kumukuha ng kuryente galing sa distribution utility at nag-e-export din ng kuryente na sobra sa production at gamit nila. So, parang lagaring hapon in the positive way. And this is, sige, palakpak na kayo. Para rin ito sa inyo. And for the lenders, you can be sure that with such programs, makakabayad ang borrowers. For the brokers, for the sales force, you can be sure that you will have a lot of takers. You include what I've said with what Mr. John, the new young executive, yes, really, ang galing. You can be sure that you will have a lot of buyers. And for the company, Ms. Chai, you can be sure that your cash register will always be clinging, ticking, because it's a concept. Another thing that really is very outstanding in this project is not just the electricity, but you have incorporated the water, the harvesting of rainwater, which is what we have in abundance. Alam nyo, mayor ako, pagpunta ko sa barangay, ang hihingin, pump. Di ba, mayors? Ganyan, ano? Palaging nanghihingi ng pump. Pero with this, we are teaching the members of our community that the rainwater can be collected and can be put to proper use. Therefore, we are conserving the natural resources of water, and we are also making water affordable. Again, may savings yon. And the savings will go where? It will go to what the other needs of the members of that household. So, napakaganda po ng programa na ito. You know, Filipinos, when we think out of the box, we can be sure that this country will move forward. And this is where I come. It's a call to support our new president. I'm not making a call because I campaigned for him. I am making a call because we have gathered together for such a very good project. And our president, what did President Marcos said? President said, he said that we may not be perfect, but we can aim for perfection. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair Agnes. Sobra kaming energized. Bagay na bagay, Energy Regulatory Commission kasi si Ma'am. Sige, let's move forward. Our next speaker is a career executive with more than 25 years in the Board of Investments. She is currently the Executive Director of the Industry Development Services, and she is tasked to handle industry-related matters and policies of the agency. She has handled various assignments in the Board of Investments, from industry development to international marketing and international negotiations. She also handles environmental policy matters, the agency's governance scorecard, and represents the agency in various task groups for vaccines and in the National Employment Recovery Strategy Task Force. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Masters of Science in Environmental Engineering from the Mapua Institute of Technology, and Bachelor of Laws from the Adamson University. Currently, she is taking up the Strategic Business Economics program of the University of Asia and the Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the honor to listen to Executive Director of Board Investment, Maria Corazon Halili Dichosa, who I call E.D. Cory.
Thank you, Ms. Rossi. Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario of the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Chairperson Agnes De Vanadera of the Energy Regulatory Commission, CEO Ahmad Moti of the Pag-ibig Fund, Attorney Angelito Aguila, a close partner and co-worker in the housing industry, Mayor Junio Dualan and Mayor-elect Rafi Dualan, Ms. Rosie Wang and Mr. John Philip Wang of My City Homes, other guests, partners, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga pa po sa ating lahat. Firstly, I would like to commend the people behind My City Homes for this premiere showing today of Liora Homes here in Naik, Cavite. As I read the invitation to this activity, hindi siguro katulad ni Chairperson, sabi niya 2 hours after, nag-commit na siya. Ako po, actually, when I read the invitation, I actually took note of the 700-liter rainwater harvest tank and the 1.64 kilowatt peak solar panel system that will be incorporated in each of the housing unit here in Liora Homes. Kaya lang nung tinext ako ni Rosie, sabi niya, Ma'am, confirm ka ba? Sabi ko, tatanungin ko muna po kung may lakad ng pamilya ko sa Sabado, sa 18th. So, nung na-check ko po na walang lakad ang aking pamilya, sabi ko po sa kanya, syempre gusto ko makita yung project mo. So, I will go. Yan. So, nandito po ako ngayon. Well, enabling the development of quality homes has always been one of the government priorities. But with the COVID-19 pandemic, the urgency to address the growing need for adequate and sustainable housing in well-planned communities such as Liora Homes was even more emphasized. We saw how densely populated communities suffered with the quick spread of the virus during its peak. Small spaces not suitable for quarantine or isolation and households that lack access to clean water and sanitation became major concerns for the government and the communities, particularly to the local executives. Recognizing this, the strategic framework of the updated Philippine Development Plan even has a chapter on building safe, resilient, and sustainable communities. It advocates for the inclusion of production of safe, livable, and resilient housing in the COVID-19 Recovery and Resilience Program of the national government. This project, the Liora Homes, and the proliferation of green and sustainable housing projects are really welcome developments, particularly to the BOI. As our people grow into a more environmentally conscious population, which demands sustainability not just in the products they consume, but also in the homes where their families grow, the industry, as I challenge them, should continuously evolve in order to meet those needs. Our agency, the Board of Investments, has long been and actively supporting the greening of supply chains from production and consumption practices, including power sources, mobility, and living. That is why we have intensified the promotion of renewable energy sources, the use and production of electric vehicles, the adoption of energy-efficient systems, and the utilization of sustainable and environmentally friendly materials and processes. Ito, nasabi na rin po ni Mr. Jan kanina and ni Chairperson Agnes, building in an environmentally friendly way has really many benefits, along with being incredibly rewarding and cost-effective. Not only are we helping to look after the environment, but we can also enjoy lower bills, increased energy efficiency, and have homes that will require less maintenance. Sabi nga ni Sir kanina, hindi bubukbukin, hindi aanayin, so talagang less maintenance over time para sa ating mga bahay. the use of resource-efficient technologies such as rainwater harvest tanks and installation of solar panel systems in housing projects are just among the ways to reduce expenses on utilities and possibly mitigate effects during water and power service interruptions. June 11, low-cost housing is still included among the preferred areas of investments. As such, qualified housing development projects can still avail of the incentives package under the CREATE law. But we also want to up the ante and look forward to not just eco-efficient houses, but more of smart and sustainable homes, smart and sustainable subdivisions, and eventually smart and sustainable cities. We hope that Leora Homes will be the start of many more projects to embrace sustainability and resiliency in housing. And I wish that your success will encourage other developers to integrate the same philosophy in their next projects. So congratulations po to My City Homes, and together, let us build the strong, sustainable, and resilient Philippines. Salamat and magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Advance Happy Fathers po sa lahat ng mga tatay na nandito.
Thank you very much, Edie Corey. So ito na, no? I'm not going to preempt, but I know for a fact, no, Edie Corey, I think BOI, especially led by Edie Corey, they're working on hopefully more incentives that can be given to smart cities, smart subdivisions, sustainable subdivisions. So let's all hope and pray for that. As with all economic housing projects, and of course, beyond that, below and beyond economic housing projects, the biggest percentage of buyers will be Pag-ibig members desiring to avail of the benefit of a housing loan. So we are very happy and we're very honored to have with us today the Chief Executive Officer of the Home Development Mutual Fund, which we fondly call Pag-ibig, Mr. Ahmad Rizaldi Moti. Mr. Moti has served as Chief Executive Officer of the Philippines Home Development Mutual Fund, or Pag-ibig Fund, since March 2017. He's also a member of the Pag-ibig Fund Board of Trustees. He started with Pag-ibig Fund in 2008 as Senior Vice President of Information Technology Services Sector. In 2011, he was promoted to Deputy CEO for the Home Lending Operations Cluster. With him in charge, Pag-ibig Fund's home lending operations reached new heights, registering the highest ever housing loan takeout, improved collection efficiency, and a renewed vibrancy in loans applications, among others. Before joining Pag-ibig Fund, he was the Chief Operations Officer of 25x8 Incorporated, an IT sourcing company that caters to the development of various software and website management tools needed by top companies. His expertise in software development, programming, and systems management was put to good use by top-notch banks such as Asia United Bank and China Trust Commercial Bank Corporation, where he was put in charge of developing the bank's various financial systems. Mr. Moti began his career in information technology. He taught, Sir Ahmad, Professor pala, he taught at the University of the Philippines, Diliman campus, where he also received his bachelor's degree in computer science and finished his academic requirements for a master's degree. He's also a career official, becoming a career executive service eligible in 2015. Sir Ahmad, can we have the honor to listen to your inspiring message?
Thank you so much. My good friend, Miss Rosie Tsai. Palakpakan po ulit natin si Miss Rosie. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Yun po ang Lingkod Pag-ibig way of greeting our stakeholders. Sabi noon ni Jen sa akin, Ahmad, parang sa Muslim yan Pagka nagsalam, tapos diretso dito. Sabi ko, Jen, lupang hinirang po yon. Pagka kumakanta tayo, yung right hand, left chest. But before anything else, please allow me to acknowledge our friends and guests who are here today. Starting, of course, with my boss, the chairman of Pag-ibig Fund, DSUD Secretary Eduardo D. Del Rosario. Sir. We also have DSUD Undersecretary, Attorney Marilyn Pintor. Yusek, Marilyn. DSUD Director, Attorney Angel Aguila. I believe Director Mario is also here. Nasaan ba si... Ayun, Director Mario. ERC Chairperson, Attorney Agnes Divanadera. Ma'am, I'm a big fan po. BOI Executive Director, Maria Corazon Halili Dichosa. Ma'am, I saw a good friend of mine earlier, OSHDAP Chairperson, Mars Mendoza. Nandito pa ba si Mars? Wala na siguro, wala na. Chairman of NREA, Miss Imelda Magtoto. Hello. Another good friend of mine, the CEO of Imperial Homes Group of Companies, Miss Emma Imperial. Always looking good, ma'am. We also have the CEO of Philippine Green Building Council, Christopher De La Cruz. Of course, ito, yung my very good friend, a partner, always a good partner of Pag-ibig Fund, my good friend, Ms. Rosie Tsai, President of City Homes Builder and Development Incorporated. Hello. We've been through a lot, especially during the early days of the pandemic, 2020. And of course, the EVP of City Homes, John Philip Wang. Pwede nang tumakbo si John. Please allow me also to acknowledge some of my fellow Lingkod Pag-ibig, some of the Pag-ibig Fund officers who are present this morning, starting with our Deputy CEO for Home Lending Operations and soon to be the next CEO of Pag-ibig Fund, Manang Malen Acosta. We are claiming it. The officers of Pag-ibig Fund signed an endorsement letter and I was the first signatory. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Sheda and Oshrap. We also have Vice President Atoms Maglunsod. Where are you, Toms? Ayun, Toms. Nandiyan ka pala. Manager Brenda Cao. Sila yung mga magti-take out. Brenda. Kausap ko si Miss Rosie. She said she can give higher than 25% of all the inventories here provided that we improve on our appraisal. Tama ba yun? Earlier, I saw Mayor Junio Dualan and Mayor-elect Rafi Dualan. Okay, so I'd like to thank City Homes Builder and Development Incorporated for having us today for the premiere showing of your latest project, the Leora Homes here in Naik, Cavite. Congratulations. We have really begun embracing the new normal, and I am glad that we can hold face-to-face events like this, like today's premiere showing event. And while project launches can be done online, this particular launch is best done in person so we can better appreciate the featured units personally, especially with the green features of City Homes for this project. My dear friends, Pag-ibig Fund has long been promoting the use of green technology and environment-friendly practices in property development. In fact, as early as 2015, we've already issued policies incentivizing green features, which includes adding premiums to our appraisals of projects with energy-efficient features. Jen, boss, if I could mention this quickly, nasa table po kasi natin yung good friend po natin na si Miss Emma Imperial. It was actually, Miss Emma Imperial was very instrumental in the updating of Pag-ibig Fund's appraisal manual to give value to renewable technologies that the property developers will infuse or put in place in their projects. So Ms. Emma, thank you sa pangungulit in 2014. We did it in a year's time, no? The first meeting was in 2014 at Manila Pen. Naalala ko pa yung meeting na yon, and sabi ni Ms. Emma, Mr. Ahmad, how come Pag-ibig Fund doesn't give appraisal, doesn't give value to solar panels, kahit daw yung solid waste material, system in place, management system, etc. So that allowed Pag-ibig Fund, that challenged us, and it allowed Pag-ibig Fund to acknowledge, because we really encourage it, aside from the fact, ito personal ko na to, aside from the fact that I'm a member of UP Mountaineers, so we are into renewable energy. So go green, go tayo. So again, congratulations City Homes President, Ms. Rosie Tsai, and EVP John Philip Wang for producing housing projects that our kababayans can avail of, that are not only modern and safe, but are also friendly to the environment. Equally important is your efforts to develop projects that promote the creation of productive and sustainable communities, which is aligned with Balay Filipino program as championed by our Pag-ibig Fund Chairperson, DSUD Secretary Eduardo D. Del Rosario. And even as Secretary Del Rosario and I are about to end our term, to be exact, 12 days to go. That's until June 30. I'm happy to know that our partner developers, such as City Homes, have also embraced our thrust and vision to make quality and affordable housing available for all, especially for our members, the Filipino workers. Rest assured that Pag-ibig Fund will continue to pursue this shared goal and serve you the Lingkod Pag-ibig Way, tapat na serbisyo mula sa puso. But before I end, I'd like to mention this. Doon po sa mga buyers, wag po kayong mag-alala. Hanggat hindi kami umuutang sa merkado, makaasa kayo ng interest rates ng Pag-ibig Fund ang siyang pinakamura sa merkado. Just yesterday, I was on the phone with my brother who lives in Northern California, and I was surprised to hear that the quotation he got to buy a property was 5.75% per annum. Sabi ko, yan na yung one-year fixing ng Pag-ibig Fund, pero nasa Pilipinas kami, kayo nasa Amerika. So in short, yung mga buyers, makaasa po kayo lagi na ang inyong matatag na Pag-ibig Fund ay laging handa magpahiram sa inyo para magkatotoo na ang inyong pinapangarap na sariling bahay. Thank you so much and good morning again. Thank you.
So of course, you've heard from Sir Ahmad. Pero with our bankers here, ako na lang magsalita. Baka nahiya lang si Sir Ahmad magsabi. Di ba, agawan to sa financing ng kami. O sige, bilangin natin sa 3,345 units times how much the minimum loan value. Sige nga, kahit ang sabi mo 20% tanggalin mo. Mga 1.6 million ang uutangin. How much of that would the banks want to get from Pag-ibig? No, Sir Ahmad. Pero ito si Sir Ahmad naman, madalas siya nagka-countdown. Sir, every day that you count down, kayong dalawa ni Secretary Del Rosario, sorry, it spells, ayoko naman magsabi doomsday, no? Kung sana si DCEO Malen ang maging CEO ng Pag-ibig. We will be saved. Di ba, no? Pero Secretary, sino kaya ang papalit sa inyo? We are praying na sana ganun din ang pagmamahal niya sa partners natin, developers, no? Sana. We will continue to pray. Now, our last speaker, but definitely not the least, is Honorable Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario. He is the first ever secretary of the youngest department in the government, created by law in 2019. Actually, it was on Valentine's Day, no, Sec? Feb 14, our President Duterte signed the law creating the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Secretary Del Rosario concurrently serves as chairman of the board of 4 key shelter agencies under DSUD, namely the National Housing Authority, or NHA, Social Housing Finance Corporation, or SHFC, Home Development Mutual Fund, or Pag-ibig, and National Homes Mortgage Finance Corporation, NHMFC, when he was appointed by the President on January of 2020. Secretary Del Rosario was also appointed as a chairperson of Task Force Bangon Marawi on October 2017 to spearhead the massive rehabilitation of Marawi City that was destroyed during the 5-month-long Islamic terrorist siege from March to October in 2017. Upon the assumption of the Duterte administration, Secretary Del Rosario was appointed as Department of National Defense Undersecretary for Civil, Veterans, and Retiree Affairs in July 2016, and after a year, he was appointed as chairman of the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council, or HUDC, on July 2017 until his appointment as Secretary of the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Secretary Del Rosario has served the government with diligence and integrity as a military officer and as a government official for 43 years, where he distinguished himself in providing untiring service to the Filipino people. Secretary, please honor us today as our keynote speaker, sir. May I represent City Homes to say that we are happy to have served with you during your term na hindi pa tapos. Hindi pa tapos ang trabaho natin.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Ako'y kinabahan dahil sa haba ng introduction ni Ma'am Rosie, ang speech ko 50% less. Kaya parang hindi ako naniniwala sa sobrang haba. At any rate, I would like to greet first the 2 protagonists in today's activity. The President and Executive Vice President, Ma'am Rosie and Jan. Palakpakan po natin, napakaganda ng kanilang project dito sa lugar na ito. Si Ma'am Si Mama Agnes, sabi niya, in 2 hours, nag-agree siya kay Ma'am Rosie when she was invited. Ako, in-invite a year ago pa. Kino-conceptualize pa lang yung project, in-invite na ako last year ni Ma'am Rosie. And I said yes, a year ago. Ang worry ko, 18 days na lang kami, mawawala na kami sa serbisyo. Buti, at least na-launch ngayong June 18. 12 days pala before. So better late than never na i-launch at ang launching napakaganda, napaka-successful at sigurado ako magugustuhan ito ng ating mga kababayan. So salamat Ma'am Rosie and Jan for this very beautiful project. I would like to greet the Honorable Chairperson of the ERC, Honorable Attorney Agnes de Menedera, ma'am. Pwede po kayong bumalik uli sa politika, napakagaling nyo magsalita. Pag ang project ng isang politiko, ipinasok ang housing, sigurado panalo yan. At kilala nyo na yung mga developers natin na magagaling, dalhin nyo sa inyong lugar, sigurado, patok na patok. Pero alam ko ang anak nyo, mayor na ngayon, kaya hindi na rin kayo pwede. The best ever President and Chief Executive Officer of Pag-ibig Fund, Ahmad Moti. Sinabi ko last night, i-greet natin na belated happy birthday si Ahmad. I attended this party last night at sinabi ko sa aking mga board meetings sa 4 shelter agencies, ang gusto-gusto kong ina-attenan ang Pag-ibig Fund board meeting dahil wala akong problema, napakagaling ng management. Kaya sabi ko nga, if I will step down in 12 days, I would be very happy kung si Ahmad ang papalit sa akin. And I think that would be good for the industry. Of course, ang aking right hand na siguro kung wala siya sa department, ako'y may hirapan. Yusek Lynn Pintor. Please stand, Lynn. And with me also is Attorney Angel Aguila. Angel, kilala ng lahat ng developers dahil sa kanya pumapasok lahat ng permitting process. So siya nagpo-provide ng mga permits. Kaya kailangan ligawan daw ng mga developers. Kaya si Angel kailangan magpunta rin ngayon. Of course, ang favorite din ng mga housing developers, ang BOI, its Executive Director, Maria Corazon Dichosa. Andito rin siya para masiguro yung ating binibigay na incentive ay talaga namang karapat-dapat. Yung palaging yung sinabi kanina ni Ma'am Agnes, may passion na. Passion pa in every activity na a-attend siya. Ma'am Emma Imperial. The ever supportive chairman of NREA, mukhang kaibigan ng department, Ma'am Imelda Magtoto. Okay, sa lahat po ng andito, mga from the banks, the LGU, yung mga brokers and agents and employees of City Homes and all the supporters of the department, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of you. Good morning pa pala. Iniisip ko kasi next appointment ko. At any rate, ako po ay nasisiyahan sa napakagandang project. Ang Pag-ibig Fund, well known sa first ever breaking records. Ito pong ating occasion ngayon, first ever green project in the whole country, in the whole 3,400 units of the Leora Homes. Kaya we salute you, Ma'am Rosie and Jan. Kung ako siguro ang buyer, kung 3,400 ang available, baka ang luminya dito more than 5,000. Kasi napakagandang project, very green, at bumili ka ng price siguro sa amount na binebenta nila, automatic 35% less na because of the green aspect of this project. Ibig sabihin, you optimize yung ibinili nyo sa project dahil sa technology and green technology na mga katulong sa ating environment. So sana lahat ng developers ganito ang gawin nilang project. Pero iba yung nangunguna. So we salute Ma'am Rosie and Jan. Of course, ang nagli-lead ng solar energy sa buong Pilipinas, si Ma'am Emma Imperial. Kaya yung kanyang ang dating ay talagang green na green. Green na green siya at always fresh because welcome siya ng environment wherever she goes. Ang housing principle po ng ating department ay merong tatlong ino-observe. And these housing principles are all integrated in this project. First, we consider shelter as a right of every Filipino family. And when we say that, we capacitate the home buyers, especially the informal settlers, so that they will get all the incentives, capacitate them so that they can own a dream house of their own. Likewise, we capacitate also the developers so that they can have the capacity to really build projects like this in terms of our regulatory powers. So our policies, rules, and regulations are always aligned with the interests of the industry. So when I took over 5 years ago from HADSI to the department, we see to it that we always tap the expertise, the participation of the industry players, most especially the developers, in making changes, amending and crafting new policies so that together we can make a very vibrant housing industry. So yun ang aming number one principle, and we can only do this by capacitating the home buyers as well as the stakeholders in doing this. And we see to it that we are not only building housing units, but likewise housing communities. When we say housing communities, it must be sustainable. And what example that we can ever have, but this Leora Homes, because this is a housing community that is definitely sustainable. So, na-incorporate po ng Leora Homes project ang housing principle na gustong mangyari ng ating department. And third, we say to it that there is no substandard housing units or housing projects that will ever be constructed during the term of President Duterte, and we hope that this will be the standard in the housing industry. So with that in mind, let me congratulate Ma'am Rosie and Jan for, I say, a job well done, and the industry and our department salute both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our dear guests, for those heartwarming and very inspiring messages. After hearing those accolades, I believe that it is but appropriate that those words of appreciation must be complemented with an equally remarkable message. Let us now listen to Ms. Rosie Chai, President of City Homes Builder and Development, for her message.
Thank you, Edric. Thank you, Honorable Secretary Del Rosario, for encouraging all of us here. But if I may say, no, kung pwede lang sana, pakibawi na lang ninyo ang a job well done. Because as the song goes, we've only just begun. Okay? Kulang na lang kakantahan ko siya. We'll just let the late Karen Carpenter's records and music inspire us, no? Pero kung tutuusin mo, we see it's only the tip of the iceberg. There's so much work ahead of us. But again, we are all inspired by the very positive response and positive support that you're giving us, no, for all our distinguished guests. Aside from, of course, the undying inspiration that I get from my friend, from my good friend here, Miss Passion and Miss Fashion. And not only that, Madam Chair Agnes, nakalimutan pa ninyo yung isa. Remember, kung si the mother of our president-elect, no, si President Bongbong Marcos, Imelda Marcos, di ba naging Imelderific? Imeldific, no? So ngayon, yung kay Emma Imperial is Emma Imperialific. That was coined by Madam Chair, hindi ako. No, so Emma, kung nagalit ka kay Madam Chair ka magalit, hindi sa akin. I'm a little bit thankful, although we need to rush. Okay, madali lang yung salita ko, ha? But I can see the clouds rolling in. Kanina, it was so hot, it was so humid. It only drives home the point that everybody should be concerned and everybody should learn, and let us all try to learn and promote how to counteract climate change. Yun. Sobrang init. Nung 20 years ago, hindi ganyan kainit eh. But nowadays, believe me, it's happening everywhere in the world. No? So all right, on behalf of the officers and staff of City Homes Builder and Development Incorporated, I thank all of our distinguished guests for honoring us with your presence, which is clearly evident of your strong support for City Home's first green project. I wish to thank our City Core leaders, led by John, and all of you who are here. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I tell you, you're the ones who work hard so that I don't need to work. No? Kaya salamat. You're the ones who allow me to do what I want to do with my time. Kahit na nag-gardening lang ako. No? So thank you so much. Huh? You worked hard to find the right business partners with the right product who made it possible cost-wise for City Homes to venture into this kind of project for the economic housing market. I thank Philippine Green Building Council, led by CEO Christopher De La Cruz, for believing in what City Homes committed to do. We have not done it yet. But Sir Christopher, we will do it. Okay. As proven with a 3-star certification we were honored to receive today. I wish to also thank Emma Imperial, who serves as my inspiration because of how she persistently pursued the use of solar panels in mass housing projects she developed, working hard with Pag-ibig, as Sir Ahmad mentioned a while ago, to grant financing when no one else was willing to venture into it, as most people concluded that solar panels are for the high-end market. So today, Emma, no, tayo, we have proven that it's not for the high-end market. Okay. It's been 16 years since City Homes crafted our mission statement, which states, in the service of God, we help people achieve more meaningful lives by building quality homes and communities. I am deeply humbled. I realize that despite God expanding our horizons in order to serve more people better, we had not done enough. We should be serving God's Mother Earth, which has never failed to serve us, to serve the people whom He cares. In our small way, in our own small way, City Homes aims to help promote the use of renewable solar energy, harvesting rainwater, minimizing the use of lumber, and promoting proper waste management. We aim to be a more responsible housing developer by reducing, reusing, and recycling to help prevent environmental degradation. With the government support and collaborative work, City Homes is committed to build more sustainable housing projects. It is our hope that more horizontal developers will adopt measures to counteract climate change and help make this world a better place to live in for future generations. Thank you very much all for joining us here today. And we hope that our sales network, we hope that you will be able to bring more people into Leora Homes Naik so that they will find the benefits, so that they can claim to participate, to be fully engaged in helping deal with the climate change negative impact. No? So thank you all. We hope that you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Rosie. Friends, we have reached the concluding part of our program, but let me highlight this. Today, another milestone has been etched in the history of My City Homes with the introduction of its newest project, the Leora Homes Naik. Its addition to the long array of new inventories in the housing industry will not only lessen the backlog that the country is currently experiencing, but it will also level up the benchmark in terms of quality housing development geared towards the use of green technology. The birthday certificate awarded to Leora Homes Naik by My City Homes will definitely inspire the men and women of the company to continuously aspire to be always better than the best. And to all of you who have graced this very important occasion, a million thanks. Join us again as we embark to another landmark endeavor. This has been your host, Edric Fabia, saying, congratulations, My City Homes. Thank you, our dear guest. See you in the next exciting event of My City Homes.